Sunday, November 13th, 4:22 in the morning. And yeah, I'm always up like this. Always up thinking, trying to learn. Just trying to make myself better. But I'm making this video just to give a highlight about my life, trials, tribulations, everything. Grew up with both parents, middle class. You know what I'm saying? I had a good upbringing. Things started going wrong for me basically when my mother died when I was 11 years old. Just started having a lot of anger, a lot of rage in me. Didn't know how to handle it, so I started fighting all the time. Really didn't know. I was a kid. I was 11 years old, and I was a mama's boy, so, I really didn't know how to navigate through life, especially at 11, or, just learn how to handle certain situations. And I know you might be thinking like you had both parents. Yeah, I had my father too. And I felt that way when I was younger too. But the thing is, when I got older, now that I'm older, I realized that my father was feeling just as much pain or even more pain than I was. And me being young, I didn't realize that. My father just lost his wife, the mother of his children. And I believe they were married for 20 years, I believe. Yeah, I believe they were married like 22 years or something like that. But I never realized, how much it impacted my father, my brothers, and stuff like that. Like, basically, we all kind of just started fending for ourselves. Like, my mother was the glue. So I basically was, I don't want to say raising myself, because I wasn't raising myself, but I just didn't get, like, I don't know what words I'm looking for, but I just didn't get what I was looking for from my father. I just, from my family, I felt like, since my mother died, they should step up in that place and, basically fill the void that she left. But me being older, I realized that there was no possible way for them to fill that void. No possible way. First of all, she was my mother. Nobody can replace a mother. Second of all, hell, they felt like me. They wanted to die. So the thing is, it's like we put a lot of blame on other people for the way our lives turned out without even realizing what those people were going through also. I can't speak for everybody, I can only speak for myself, but now that I'm older, I'm trying to take responsibility for my own actions, for everything that I do, my right and wrong choices. And at this time, I'm 41 years old. I just turned 41 November 4th, so I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis right now. Like, I'm not working right now. Got some legal issues, shit like that, but I've always been the type of dude that I always wanted to work for myself. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, never wanted to work for nobody. So, I just try to do everything on my own. I always felt like, why would I make somebody else millions of dollars when I can make myself millions of dollars? The problem with that is, it takes discipline, it takes sacrifice, it takes commitment. Nothing can stand in your way when you're trying to reach a certain goal. So, we say all the time, like, everybody wants to be rich. Who don't want to be rich? Who don't want to be financially stable? Who don't want to be able to take trips, buy whatever they want without having to worry about if they can afford it? So I always wanted nice things, nice houses, nice cars, things like that. And thing is, I haven't bought a house yet. Haven't had a house yet. Yeah, I've had apartments, but haven't had a house yet. So right now, I'm just working on trying to change my mindset, get out that victim mindset, like the woe is me mindset. You know what I mean? Like it's always, people might say, "Oh, my life shouldn't be like this." Okay, what you gonna do about it? Because I did the same. I do the same thing. My life shouldn't be like this. I went to college. I got a degree. I played basketball. I should have been overseas. I used to rap. I should have been rapping. I mean, I got an HVAC license. It's just all kind of things. Like I'm almost like a jack of all trades type person, but a master of none. And when it's like that, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. But since I'm like that, I don't have a problem with doing something else. Like I get bored of things quick. So like I could, like, for instance, HVAC, installing furnaces and air conditioners. I used to love it at first. Maybe it was a company I was working for that just made me hate HVAC work or whatever the case may be. But I used to love it. But now I can care less for it. Like I don't really care about doing it. And the thing is, it's like I can't keep switching occupations. I mean, yeah, you can bring in multiple streams of income, but you always gotta have that main income, the main thing you do. What is the main thing you do? And that's what I'm searching for right now. I mean, I know what I do. Like I'm a businessman, but business is a wide range of things. But and I was also in the streets. I made a lot of money in the streets, which I have nothing to show for. Caught cases, got shot before. The regular things that come with the streets. But did 3 years in jail, and this is all from a college grad. You know what I mean? So who do I blame that on? Do I blame that on my father? Do I blame that on my brother? Nah, I blame that on myself. Those are choices I made. Nobody else made those choices. I did. So I'm at the age now where I want stability. I want a house. I want a wife. I want the woman that I do marry one day, to love my daughter as her own. I have a disabled daughter. Basically, the mother of my child was doing heroin while she was pregnant with my child. And yeah, my daughter had to get her legs amputated when she was 2 years old, and she also had Cornelia de Lange syndrome, where basically she's more delayed than other kids. But I beat myself up every day because I don't do what I need to for my daughter because of the situation I'm in. Because I'm trying to get back on my feet and stuff like that. Like I have full custody of my daughter. Not legally, because I didn't go to court to get any paperwork or nothing, but I mean, basically, her mother is nowhere around. So I have custody of my daughter. And it's hard. It's hard. First of all, it's hard for a single father to take care of a child by themselves, period. But then you add being disabled to that. Yeah, it makes it hard. And like, people always say, God don't put you through nothing you can't handle. And I just be thinking to myself, like, man, Lord, like, man, I can't handle this. Like, man, why you putting all this pressure on me? Like, and my father always tell me, like, man, look at you, like, you're a leader. You always been a leader. And somewhere down the road, you lost yourself. And I get that. We all lose ourselves every now and then. The thing is, it's about getting back up it's about finding yourself once you lose yourself. And that's what I'm in the process of doing now. I'm in the process of trying to find myself again. And the thing is, it's not even like, a lot of times people say, man, I need to get back to the old me. There's no possible way you can go back to the old you. There's no possible way. You know, I think about the times when I was in the streets, I was making all that money and stuff like that. I was 20-something years old. How can I go back to that? I don't have the same mindset. I don't have the same pleasures. I don't have the same vices, everything. Like, how can I go back to that? I don't even think the same way as I did when I was in my 20s or in my 30s. So how can I go back to being the old me? It's impossible. But what you want to say is, I want to get back to a time where I was full of life. You know, where I handled my business, where I handled my responsibility. That's what you want to get back to. It's not about getting back to the old you. It's about forming a new you and getting back to the things that used to make you you. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. I used to work out all the time. I used to go running. I used to lift weights. I used to do everything. I used to play video games. I used to go play basketball even when I wasn't trying to go overseas anymore. Still used to play basketball. I don't do none of that no more. I don't play basketball. I don't play video games. I don't work out. I don't do none of that. None of it. And every time I tell myself, you know how it is, it's always, okay, I'm going to start on Monday. Because, you know, Monday is the beginning of the week for everybody. So that's the main thing we say, oh, I'm going to start on Monday. Or some people even say, oh, I'm going to start on the 1st or whatever. Whatever it is that you say the time you're going to start, most of the time it's on a Monday or on the 1st, or on New Year's, which is the 1st. But the thing is, what I'm realizing is got to stop talking, man. I got to stop talking and just do. That's the hardest part. You know what I mean? Like, we all, like, if our situation is where we want it to be, we all want different. But the thing is, the only way we're going to get different is if we move our ass. That's the only way. So, you know, I'm going to start making these videos to uplift people. And the thing is, not only to uplift people, but to show people, like, I can't, like, you know, I see a lot of social media creators and stuff like that. And, you know, I can't say where they came from or whatever the case may be. But my channel or my videos are going to be about finding yourself and starting from ground up, starting from the bottom, because that's where I'm at, starting from the bottom. And I want y'all to be on this journey with me. Like I say, when I say I'm starting from the bottom, I'm starting from the bottom. Only thing I have is a car. That's it. That's the only thing I have is a car. I've pretty much lost everything. But do I fold because I lost everything? No, I can't fold. I got a daughter to raise. How I'm gonna fold? I got, you know, parents that want to see me successful, family that want to see me successful. Man, I've lost a lot of friends in this process. You know, a lot of friends, family, whatever. But at the end of the day, I think God puts you in certain situations so you can start focusing on yourself. Because I was the type of person that, you know, I always want to be around somebody, and, you know, I was just always around somebody. And now I'm pretty much to myself. I don't really hang with nobody. I mean, I was, like, pretty much I used to spend all my time with my girl. But even with that situation, like, we not even on good terms. And it's because of the way my life is. Because I'm not happy with life. I'm not happy at all. And so the thing is, it's just about not settling. Like, if you want your life to be like this, then it is what it is. But me, myself, I can't, my life can't be like this. The rest of my life cannot be like this. I refuse to let the rest of my life be like this. Because I just know I was meant for much more. Like I say, I'm a smart dude, jack of all trades. But it's about me being committed to something. What am I going to be committed to? Like, people tell me all the time, oh, you need to be a motivational speaker, or you need to write a book. Your life is just... And the thing is, it's like, I'm not a writer, but that's not saying I can't write a book. But I just be thinking about certain things, like, people don't, like, God put messages, sends you messages through people. And, if you're not paying attention to those messages, then, you're missing out on things. So at the end of the day, it's like, I'm going to stop saying what I'm going to do and just start taking action. That's just what it's all about, man. It's just about taking action. And the thing is, it's not going to happen overnight. And that was my biggest problem. Like, I'm a big gambler too. Always gambled since I was a shorty. And the thing is, I've always wanted everything to happen overnight. There's no way possible. I mean, unless you hit the lottery. You know what I mean? But there's no way possible for something to happen overnight. Even with rappers or athletes and stuff like that. That shit don't happen overnight. Like, them people grind. Athletes, they grind. They get up 4 or 5 in the morning, go work out, then go to the gym, then go work out again in the afternoon, then go to the gym again. I mean, it's a commitment. That's why, in the NBA, I don't think it's more than, 500-600 players? Why is that? Because those 500-600 players are doing what they need to do to get to the league. You know what I mean? So, NFL, major leagues, and major leagues, one of the hardest sports to get into. People go through the minors and everything else. So the thing is, it's commitment. Boxers, whatever, it's commitment. They train, they work on their bodies. It's a commitment. So whatever your commitment is, that's what you have to put your focus on. And like I say, everybody's not the same. Like, some people, everybody don't want the same life. You know what I mean? Everybody don't want the same life. But me personally, I want to be rich. I want to be able to take care of my family. I want my daughter to not want for nothing. I don't want to want for anything. So I didn't even realize I'm already 19 minutes in, but I'm just gonna start doing these videos, if not daily, at least every other day. Just to show y'all my journey, basically. And like I said, I would love for y'all to come on it with me, because it's starting from rock bottom. And whoever on this journey with me, I want y'all to be like, when I do get back on top, I want y'all to be like, man, I remember his first video where he ain't have nothing. He had nothing but a car. That's it. Now, I'm not homeless. I'm staying with, yeah, I'm staying with my parents. 41 years old and got to stay with my parents because I lost my apartment. Yeah. But no, it ain't no wars. Me, that's my fault. But at the end of the day, I'm going to get my ass back up and do what I need to do. And like I say, come on this journey with me, and we all come up together. Let's do it together. Whoever with me, let's go. Let's stop with all the excuses, and let's just do it. Y'all have a blessed day, and see y'all later.